Here begins the escapade of Claire Carbona. Since the beginning, she's had her two friends, Ole and Osis, right by her side. One day as she wanders around in the atmosphere, a piece of quest paper floats right down into her hands. It had this magical aura that drew her in and tempts her to open it. She finally opens it, and it brought her to this strange swampy place. In utter confusion, a quest menu pops up. From the atmosphere, travel to the biosphere. Difficulty, you'll be fine. With that goal in mind, she summons a gush of wind to this pretty red cardinal flower she saw from afar. Little did she know there lies an obstacle ahead. Pillow the caterpillar was in the way, rapidly eating away the leaves, leaving Claire with less surface area, which reduces her chance to travel to the biosphere through photosynthesis. She had to act fast and quickly enter the stomata of the leaf. Phase 1 completed, biosphere unlocked, photosynthesis achieved. Within 24 hours, she encounters other carbon dioxide and water friends. They bonded very quickly and they became a glucose molecule. This was the start of Phase 2. Enter the geosphere. Difficulty, Elborio. Mystified by what Boryu means, Claire and her friends lived inside the cardinal flower for ages. Until it died. They got buried for ages, compressed and heated for ages, until Claire realizes that she was part of the geosphere as a huge chunk of coal. Besides Ole and Osis, there were so many others like her that bonded to make up this huge chunk of coal in the ground. Phase 2 completed, geosphere unlocked, sedimentation achieved. Anticipation built inside Claire. What was next? Phase 3, enter the atmosphere once again. Difficulty, easy. Just as the next quest appears, the ground started rumbling. It left Claire and others in complete distraught. No one knew what was happening, and the next moment, they were brought up by some humans. Everything was a blur momentarily, and Claire's bond with her friends were broken. It felt incredibly hot, scorching hot inside this strange place, but the next thing she knew, she was outside floating around again. Phase 3 completed, atmosphere already unlocked, combustion achieved. She looked back and saw so many of those like her coming out of this ginormous facility. She floats around in the air for a long while before she met the Pacific coast. The sound of crashing waves and the smell of salty breeze was refreshing. The quest menu appeared once again. Phase 4, enter Hydrosphere. Special quest ahead. Luckily, the water felt cold enough and Claire dissolved into ocean water. Now she had extra friends, Oscar, Harlow, and Hadley. They were a great company of Claire that made them carbonic acid. Swimming around in the ocean for a little bit, Harlow made his last goodbyes and detached from the rest, making them bicarbonate. Through more and more swimming, Hadley said his farewell to drift off into the vast ocean. Claire looks around for a bit and receives a warning from the quest. Phase 4. To what may seem like an endless loop, enter the geosphere one last time, and discover the issue of the destruction of coral reefs. Difficulty? Unknown. An endless loop? What could have been the matter? Claire pondered to herself. She begins looking and notices many others like her, attaching to and detaching themselves from random hydrogens. In a matter of time, there lays an abundance of excess hydrogen friends bouncing off of each other in the ocean. The water feels a little irritating and acidic. The reefs look odd, as if they weren't thriving and the colors didn't seem vibrant with life. Suddenly, she met Harlow and Hadley again. Claire finally realized what the problem was. Her carbonate form wasn't bonding with calcium for the reefs to grow, but rather other hydrogens over and over again. All of this results in the ocean becoming slightly more acidic and breaking away the reefs. This loop of saying hi and bye to Harlow and Hadley must have continued on for a short while before Claire ran into Carl. They became friends and stuck together for the rest of the journey into the coral reefs and being dug into the deep, deep ocean as limestone. Phase 4 completed, geosphere reached. Phase 5, the atmosphere. With millions of years, Clara and Carl were pressed together into limestone, only for her next phase to enter the atmosphere once again. The ground began rumbling, startling everyone, for they to find themselves at extreme temperatures inside a dark facility again. This time, Claire had to say goodbye to Carl as she began her journey of becoming cement. Claire drifted outside into the wide open air once again with Ole and Osis right by her side.